Okay, tell me the truth. Has this happened to you? You hit 50 and you're like, I know my body, I know myself. And then, one random Tuesday, you're wide awake at 3 a.m. for no reason. Your patience is gone by breakfast, and the jeans you wore last month feel like they belong to a whole different person. Nobody warned me that after 50, it can feel like your body starts talking in a brand new language. I'm Carolyn, and this is Repair Our Health. Today, I'm sharing the things nobody warned me about after 50, what I am going through, what I tried, what helped me, and one quiet topic we don't always say out loud. And please, talk to me in the comments, because I need to know I'm not the only one. And I'll tell you now, the part that surprised me the most, it wasn't even the sleep, it was what it did to my confidence. Nobody warned me that sleep could turn into a nightly argument between my body and my brain. And here's what nobody talks about. It's not just that you're awake, it's that your brain decides 3 a.m. is the perfect time to review your entire life. Old conversations, past things you said in 2004, random worries that weren't even invited, and then comes the panic. If I don't fall back asleep right now, tomorrow is ruined. That spiral, right there, that's what makes it worse. For me, it was always the same times: 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Like, why am I up? And here's what I started doing. Real life, not perfect. I stopped checking the clock, because the second I saw the time, my brain would start panicking like, great, now you're going to be tired tomorrow whenever I see the time. I started keeping the room cooler and made my bed feel like a little calm cave. Fan on, lighter blanket, water by the bed. And when my thoughts got loud, I'd just sit up in the bed, watching the time on the clocking, changing every minute. I'd pray and meditate, and at times I would think on random thing, and it helps at times. But for that moment, it sounds silly, but it pulled me out of spiraling. And if I woke up and knew I wasn't falling back asleep, I stopped fighting my pillow like it owed me money. I'd get up, low light only, phone scrolling, and do something quiet for a few minutes. Then try again. Tell me, are you in the 3 a.m. club too? Or is it 1 a.m. for you? I understand what you are going through. Have you gotten emotional over nothing? Y'all, I cried one day over something so little I can't even justify it now. And then I got irritated over the kind of stuff that normally wouldn't even touch me. And what scared me wasn't the mood itself, it was that I didn't recognize myself. Like, no, is this really me? Here's what helped me. I started doing a quick check internally before I reacted. I'd literally ask myself, because sometimes the attitude was really just my body saying, hello, I need something. And I started giving people a warm, gentle smile. If I felt extra sensitive, I'd say something simple like, I'm not mad at you, I'm just having one of those days. That one sentence saved so many arguments. Have you had that moment where you're like, I don't even trust my mood right now? If yes, then you know what I am talking about. Brain fog. Nobody warned me about the where are my words moments. Walking into a room and forgetting why I went in there. Blanking mid-sentence like somebody hit pause on my brain. And listen, this part messed with my confidence. Remember earlier when I said, the sleep wasn't even the biggest part? This is what I meant, because you feel smart in your head, but scattered coming out of your mouth. So I started doing a few things that helped me feel like myself again. I stopped trying to hold everything in my head. Notes app, sticky notes, reminders. I used all of it with no shame. I started slowing down when I talk. I used to rush because I didn't want anyone to notice I forgot a word. Now I'm like, hold on, give me a second. And I stopped apologizing for it. If you've been quietly thinking, is this just me? No, you're not alone for asking. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like your body changed without asking your permission? Because I'm standing there like, wait, when did this happen? You start doing math in your head, and the math isn't mathing. I'm still me. I'm still doing my normal things. So why does my waistband suddenly feel like it's holding a grudge? And I'll be honest, I went straight to shame, because women are trained to blame themselves first. But here's the uncomfortable thing I realized. I was kinder to everyone else's changing body than I was to my own. That's what sleep and mood and brain fog were really doing. They weren't just inconveniences. They were shaking how I saw myself. That hit me. So I stopped using clothes as punishment. I bought what fit my body now. Not someday jeans, right now jeans. I stopped stepping on the scale like it was going to give me emotional support, because it never did, and I started focusing more on how I felt. Energy, strength, sleep, mood, not just a number. Also, this surprised me. When I added more real meals and stopped doing the coffee and vibes thing, my cravings calmed down and my body felt steadier. Not perfect, just steadier. Tell me if you've done the genes test lately, because whew. Have you ever felt like your strength just disappeared? One day I realized I was negotiating with a laundry basket like it was a serious life decision, and it's sneaky. It's like a slow leak. You carry less, you sit more, you avoid the stairs. Then you feel older because you move less. Because you feel older. Here's what worked for me. A short strength routine at home. Nothing fancy. Hands push up on a chair, floor push-ups, aerobics, a couple light weights, just enough to remind my body, we still got this. And the first win wasn't my body changing. The first win was, I felt capable again. Have you noticed this too? Like, you don't want to work out, you just want to feel strong enough to live your life without everything feeling heavy. And I remember one small moment that meant more than I expected. I carried all the groceries in one trip and didn't have to pause halfway. It sounds tiny, but I stood there in my kitchen and thought, okay, we still got this. Okay, this is the one we whisper about, intimacy. Nobody warned me that intimacy might need new conversations. Not because anything is wrong, but because my body started needing different things than it used to. More time, more comfort, more warming up, more honesty. And I'll admit, at first I didn't speak up. I adjusted quietly. I avoided. I rushed. I pretended I was fine. What helped me was getting honest. Kind, honest. With myself first, then with my partner. And yes, something as simple as using a good water-based lubricant made things way more comfortable for me. No shame, just support. Let me ask you, have you been silently changing your routines to avoid discomfort instead of naming what you need? Because I did, and I wish I had spoken up sooner. My turning point wasn't a magic supplement, it was a sentence. I told myself, I don't feel like myself, and I'm done brushing it off. And remember earlier when I said something changed everything? This was it. Instead of shrinking, I got curious, because maybe this isn't my body betraying me. Maybe it's my body asking for new support. So I started walking into check-ins with questions, because I used to show up and minimize everything like, it's fine, I'm fine. No, we're grown. Here are 3 questions I keep in my phone now. Screenshot this. 1. These changes I'm feeling, sleep, mood, energy, focus, what could be behind them, and what are my real options to feel better? 2. What else could cause these same feelings, and what should we rule out? 3. What should I be up to date on at my age? Screenings, blood work, check-ins, so I'm not guessing in the dark. Those aren't dramatic questions. Those are, I'm taking care of myself questions. I didn't become perfect. I became intentional. Here's what actually helped me. I realized on the nights I don't slow down with a cup of chamomile tea, I toss and turn more, and the next day my mood feels all over the place. I started strength training in a doable way. Because feeling strong changed my whole attitude. I protected my bedtime. Not every night, but more nights than before. Phone down, quieter evenings, giving my body a chance to relax. And here's the tiny habit that helped me the most. Because it turned chaos into clarity. A 2-minute daily check-in note on my phone. Just 1 sentence each. Sleep, mood, body, stress. That's it. It helped me notice patterns, and it helped me explain what was happening without feeling like I was rambling. And last one, this matters. I started talking about it because silence makes everything heavier. If any part of this made you exhale like, oh my gosh, that's me, hit like. Subscribe to Repair Our Health if you want more real conversations like this. No shame, no perfection. And tell me in the comments, what did nobody warn you about after 50? Because here's what I know now. We are not broken. We are evolving. Nobody warned us. But now we're warning each other. Quick note, friend to friend. I'm not a doctor. I'm sharing my experience. If something feels sudden, intense, or scary, please get checked by a professional you trust. You deserve support.